Hi everyone, it's Blue Lucy here with a reading for the day. Whatever day you find this is the right day. And of course, take what resonates and leave the rest, keeping in mind that this is a general reading, so things will apply differently to different people. Okay, let's get started. So I'm going to start with the card at the bottom of the deck, just as a general theme of the situation at hand. So we have Two of Wands here, and this is about the need to make a decision about something before continuing to move forward. So this, the need to pause and reflect and consider what you have at your disposal, what you need to go forward, and what's like, maybe what changes are required to move forward. Okay, so starting there, we come then to the energy of the Hanged Man. So with this decision in mind, this is indicating pause and reflect, pausing and reflecting, and also the need to shift your perspective about it, because it's almost like something about the situation, it's like not the first go around, right? So it's almost like the situation at hand is familiar, and it maybe you've already tried some things around it, none of them have worked, so there's a real need to try something different, to kind of get out of your head, get out of the familiar way of doing things. Familial. Yeah, family, you know, sometimes we have patterns. It's funny that word slipped in there. But getting out of your head, right? Changing the way you look at something. So changing the way you look at something will bear fruit to this situation. So it'll give you a perspective you didn't have before, and it could help a solution come up. Like shifting, like reversing some things. So the sky is reversed. So tonight, you know, I've seen this card so many times, but tonight when I looked at it, I was like, okay, so what are some of the benefits of inversion here? Because the sky's inverted, so it made me think of yoga. And if any of you do yoga out there, maybe some of you are familiar with the poses that are inversion poses. So turning yourself upside down, the idea is to put your heart above your head, and just the signification of that, it's like getting in touch, metaphorically speaking, getting in touch with your heart in the situation. It's almost like if you're used to thinking with your head, now you have to think with your heart, shifting that, right? Shifting that gear. And what are some of the benefits of inversion? So circulation, like on your physical body, it helps the circulation system with like the blood and the lymph. It, if you're doing inversion poses of your own accord without any support of a wall, or if you don't have, you know, some people buy those inversion tables so they can hook their feet up, and but some people just are strong, so it could help develop strength. And some people even say it can help balance your chemistry and your hormones, and just like being in a different, being inverted. Anyway, I don't need to go on about it, but it helps bring balance in a way. It's doing something in a different way that you did before is beneficial, and that's gonna enable you to find success in the situation. So with the Seven of Wands here, this guy is in a good position to overcome his obstacles, and he is doing just that. We see him here. So by changing your perspective, you put yourself in the position to overcome any obstacles that you're facing. Okay. Next, behind the situation, we have the Four of Pentacles in the recent past. And the Four of Pentacles shows me like holding on to what you have worked for. Okay? So this is holding on to what you have and being willing to defend it if need be. Okay? So it's like not wanting to give up what you've worked so hard to achieve. Who wants to do that, right? So this fours are also about stability and security. So there's in the past you felt a need to protect what was yours. You didn't want to give up a certain amount of security. And ahead of you, garbage trucks are coming around, taking out the trash. Taking out the trash. Okay. Ahead of you is the King of Swords and the Six of Cups. So this is an interesting situation here. This is, the Six of Cups is all about nostalgia, about the past, remembering the joys of a situation that came before you. And this, it's interesting because this is the energy that's in the near future. So in the past we had holding on to some kind of security or stability or something that you've worked for. And right ahead of you is like reclaiming the joy of the past. It's and this King of Swords energy, this is an interesting combination because the King of Swords is like mind over heart. So with the Hanged Man here, in the current situation, we have heart over mind. And, you know, it's almost like it's battling this mind over heart. So this is kind of the crux of the internal battle going on. It's like wanting to give into your emotions, but also wanting to be rational enough about them so you're not... so you're making a decision with sound mind, right? And that's kind of what we see here. So it's like with this King of Swords energy, it's almost a little stoic, but it's also like this guy. It's like the King of Swords energy is always thinking about gain. It's like not ruled by the heart, wanting to make a sound decision. In this case, I feel like there is a need to, or a willingness to compromise in a challenging situation. So this could be a challenging situation to this, because if this doesn't represent like a person in your life, or if it doesn't like embody you, it could represent a challenging situation, and it could point to the fact that something from the past is challenging, or there's like a desire to there's a lot of dynamic tension here. It's like something from the past. At one point there was wanting to reclaim the joys of the past. I'm like really getting tripped over my words here. Oh, communication. Okay. Communicating. In your future, in your near future, there's a need to communicate about the past. This is like kind of like hashing some things out. And it's also, oh, I have it now. I have it now. Okay. It's like there's some challenging things from the past to talk about, but there's also some joyful things. So it's like coming at this past situation in a new way that will allow you to overcome the obstacles that got tripped up on in the past. So it's like if you found yourself repeating a pattern or like a way of doing things, like the time has come, finally, after almost 10 minutes, it comes out of me. The time has come, like now you're able to go back and kind of like heal things, reclaim things, not get too swept up in emotions where you get overcome and nothing workable comes out. So this is being able to work things out from the past, finally, in a way that's successful, right? You're not doing things in the same old way anymore with the same people. It's like the same people are here, but you're finding a new way of communicating and working out problems. So this is really great. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. This brings us to the challenge of the situation. The challenge is also interesting. 9 of Pentacles. This is a beautiful card. This is self-sufficiency and independence, and it's like enjoying the fruits of your labor. So like maybe you have trouble, or maybe you're having trouble like enjoying what you've really worked hard for, or maybe like there's a need to get more of your affairs in order. Okay, because this card is all about having your affairs in order. This is like you've made it, right? You're achieving some level of success here. And this is success that was hard earned. Like it hasn't come quickly. And it's almost like you're having trouble enjoying it. And what came up behind this card, which was also interesting, is the Ace of Cups. So in this challenge position, we also have this like kind of like this offer of love behind it. So what this tells me, there's a couple ways here that we can read this, is this offer of love. I was really drawn to the snail, this little tiny snail down in the bottom. And, you know, snails move really slowly. So it could just be like this offer of love is moving very slowly. It's also like, it's also like this cup runneth over has come after a period, a long, slow moving period of hard work. But now it's reached its fulfillment, and it's almost like you're, maybe the challenge is like accepting this now, okay? Because sometimes maybe you're a little gun shy still, or maybe you're afraid to trust something. Can I trust this? Especially with all this stuff that's come before and these challenges that have needed to work through. It's almost like, is this for real now? Like, can I trust it? So that's the challenge, is really like opening your heart or something is kind of like what I'm seeing in the challenge. And the advice for that is judgment, right? Judgment came out as the advice in the situation. So with judgment, we see this is like the advice here is like breathing new life into something. It's almost like the spring after the winter. So it's like something from the past is gone, is dead and gone. But then we have this Archangel Gabriel here, sounding this trumpet, and this trumpet is these rays signify it's like the spark of life being thrown back into these bodies here. So it's like resurrection. The advice is resurrection. It's breathing new life into something. It's making a decision. And Archangel Gabriel also kind of rules, one of the things that he helps with is communication. So advice is also communicating, right? And with the rest of the cards in the spread here, we see communication happening in a way that it didn't happen before, or like learning how to communicate in new ways, working out situations and problems in new ways. And what's the outcome? 10 of Cups. So this is happiness and contentment in the family unit here, in relationships. Cups are love, and we have, it's like fulfilling relationships, you know, surroundings and situations and relationships that are full of love. There's a certain level of harmony that's achieved, and balance, and just a sense of everything being well. So this is really a reading of overcoming obstacles, long-standing obstacles perhaps, finally, and the time has come for that. So finally, in the future, in the near future, the happiness and contentment and the harmony that we have wanted and worked for so long is now at hand and attainable. So keep up the good work. And if you haven't seen success happen yet, I feel like it's just around the corner. So let me know what you think. Thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe if this resonated with you. Maybe leave a comment and let me know. Thanks. I'll talk to you later.